CEPA cover for broad area. To be eligible for this enhanced first move advantage, Hong Kong company must meet certain criteria. There are trade in goods, trade in service, investment and economics and technical cooperation. Firstly, trade in goods. All goods of Hong Kong origin can enjoy zero tariff preference upon importation into the mainland. Upon the CEPA rules of origin, bringing meat and each consignment of goods export to the mainland is accompanied by a certificate of origin. 273 class of Hong Kong's made goods can be exported to the mainland free to tariff. For other criteria of made in Hong Kong's product, the mainland also agrees to apply a zero import tariff upon application by local manufacturers for other products maintained on China's tariff system and meeting the CEPA rules of origin. The Hong Kong agrees to bind its existing zero import tariff regimes with respect to all goods of mainland origin and not to impose restrictive regulations on trade for this good. Rules of origin: a product is qualified as made in Hong Kong if it fulfills the rules of origin under CEPA. Local Hong Kong, mainland China, and overseas investors may set up new manufacturing operations in Hong Kong, so that products subject to high maintenance tariff may qualify for the CEPA origin rules and enjoy zero tariffs in the mainland market. A Hong Kong manufacturer should apply for a certificate of Hong Kong origin and pass the approved certificate to the mainland importer. To qualify under CEPA, the goods must meet the rules of origin under CEPA, so that the goods can be claimed to be the Hong Kong origins to enjoy tariff preference. The rules of origin set out the criteria and standards for a product to claim itself of the particular country of origin. A manufacturer can continue to use an outward processing arrangement to subcontract outside its Hong Kong subsidiaries or use minor finishing process for goods intended for export to the mainland. After outward processing, the finished goods must be returned to Hong Kong and exported to mainland under the CEPA in order to claim the zero import tariff concession. Semi-finished goods do not qualify under the CEPA. Secondary is trade in service. Hong Kong service supplier enjoys preferential treatment in entering the mainland market in various service areas. Professional bodies of Hong Kong and the regulatory authorities in the mainland have also signed a number of agreements or arrangements on mutual recognition of professional qualification. CEPA provisions on market access cover a total of 18 service industries, including management consultant service, attribution and convention, advertising accountants, construction and real estate, medical and dental service, distribution service, logistics service, freight forwarding and agent service, storage and warehousing service, transport service, tourism, audiovisual legal service, banking, securities, and insurance. To be entitled to the benefits of CEPA, a service company must have substantive business activity in Hong Kong by fulfilling all of the following criteria. The company must employ 50% or more of its total staff in Hong Kong. The company must be incorporated under the laws of Hong Kong. The company must be liable to pay profit tax in Hong Kong. The minimum period of the company's substantive business operation in Hong Kong is 3 years, but for the constructions and real estate, banking, and insurance, the requirement is 5 years. Although the exact requirements for a company to be qualified to varies by industry, the assessment will be on a non-discriminatory and objective basis. Similar to trade in goods, Hong Kong agrees to bind its existing service regimes for the undertaking not to introduce new discriminatory measures against service and service suppliers of the mainland for those sectors covered in the CEPA. Definitions of Hong Kong companies for service. To be eligible to enjoy the benefits offered by the mainland under the CEPA, a company must have substantive business operation in Hong Kong, assessed on the basis of the following criteria. The company must be incorporated under the laws of Hong Kong. The company must pay profit tax in the Hong Kong or be exempt by laws from paying such tax. The names of the company's substantive business operation in Hong Kong. The size of nature of business activities of the company's office in Hong Kong. The proportions of company's staff force employed in Hong Kong. The two sides agreed to adopt a sectoral approach to take into account the unique category of each individual service sector. Firstly, investment. Hong Kong investor enjoys preferential treatment in non-service sectors in the mainland. The investment agreement also promotes and protects investment and provides for investment facilitation. Finally, economic and technical cooperation. Both sides agreed to enhance cooperation in 22 areas to cater to the trends and support the development and cooperation, as well as to facilitate and promote trade and investments between the two places.